Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of MC Eternal. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Did you know that if you right click on a pixie in a jar, it will give you a pixie dust? Okay, I'll stop. And apparently you can use it in order to make ambrosia, and it will give you many powerful potion effects. That is nice. That is really nice. So apparently we are going to need a pixie farm. Anyhow, I'm a vampire, so I cannot walk out during the sun. This is why we have a special tower over here, which makes it rain all the time. But the problem is, I hate the rain. So I came up with the idea of terraforming everything into a savanna biome because it doesn't rain, using a terraformer from extra utilities too. But ever since I made it, you guys have been yelling at me, make a biome staff. So let us make one and see what it does. Okay, shift right click to set the biome and then right click to convert it. So we are in savanna. You're set to savanna, and here is a vampire forest. So, will you work? What? This is so nice, and it doesn't take any durability. Why? This is so cheap. So apparently I can go anywhere in the world and just hold right click, so that it doesn't rain. In all honesty, this is really cool. Really cool. So I'm very thankful. You just helped me control the weather. Well, technically I'm not controlling the weather, I'm just changing biomes. So thank you for helping me controlling biomes. So now that it's not raining over here, our missiles will burn forever. Yes! I'm not burning because I'm cool. Actually, a few episodes ago when I was standing in lava, one of you guys said that I should say that joke next time that I'm in fire. So last episode we set up this amazing reactor from Mechanism in our quest for... No, wait for it. I always wanted to say that. I added one more solar neutron activator because you do not get tritium during the night because these guys are not working, and I added a tank over here as a buffer. And I also reduced the fuel injection rate to 6 because this is already making us 800,000 RF. We don't need more because we have literally no place to store that RF, and I was hoping that today we would be able to make an induction matrix. I'm so pretty. I can't see where I'm going. Oh, and by the way, have you met Gustavo? He's our new friend. An induction matrix from Mechanism is a multi-block structure which can hold a lot of RF. It is going to require an induction cell and at least one induction provider. The problem is, if you want to make them, you're going to need lithium dust. And for those of you who don't know, the way that you make lithium dust in Mechanism is that you're going to need a thermal evaporation tower in order to make Brian. Then you take that Brian and you make lithium. Exactly the same setup that we have over here, but only 2 towers. Then the only thing that you're going to need is a chemical crystallizer in order to convert that lithium into lithium dust. And whenever you have nuclear craft in the pack, there is also a cheaty way. You can get lithium dust from pulverizing lithium. And since I don't want to make more thermal evaporation towers, we're going to use this recipe in order to make the induction cells. So you go for the crusher. And again, for those of you who don't know, the way that you make an induction matrix is that you're going to need induction matrix casing. I just realized that instead of making one induction provider, I made 2 induction cells. It's okay, I made another one. But in any case, since you're going to need 1 induction cell in order to keep the RF, and you're going to need 1 induction provider so that you can input and output power from the induction matrix, this is the smallest size that you can make, because you can have 1 induction cell and 1 induction provider, and then you have to cover it. And then you're going to need 2 induction ports, one here and one over here. The green will be your input, and if you hold your configurator and right click, this will be your output. And you can see with the basic induction cell that we have, we can already hold 400 million RF. And the maximum size that you can go is 18 by 18 by 18, and you can fill it in with ultimate induction cells. And each one of them is going to hold 200 billion RF. So I have a relatively big capacitor bank over here on top of our ME system, which is all vibrant capacitor banks, and it can hold 5.5 billion RF. If I wanted to use ultimate induction cells, this would have been 2.5 blocks. Instead of 110. Actually 3 blocks, but you know, you get the point. Since the last update in Mechanism, there is a slight problem. So you can make any basic item that you want using your applied energistic system. The problem is, when you want to upgrade it from advanced into elite, there is an OR dictionary issue. So your applied energistic system can never craft it. So what we have to do is that I have to make these guys with our auto crafting system and then upgrade the rest manually. So can we make 100? No. I just told you how to make it. Yeah, I have to specify that you have to use this lithium dust. So now can you make me 100? Yes. Because in order to make 1 ultimate, you're going to need 4 elite induction cells. In order to make 1 elite, you're going to need 4 advanced. And in order to make 1 advanced, you're going to need 4 basics. so it's quite expensive. One of our main problems is gold. I'm running low on gold because in order to make the energy tablets, you're going to need 3 pieces of gold. We can buy it from a shop, but I'm thinking maybe we should find a better solution, which is also fun. And unfortunately, I just made a very bad miscalculation because we're only going to need 1 induction provider, and I have a lot. But it's okay. After a crazy amount of crafting, I think we can make 4 more ultimate induction cells, if I'm not wrong. But these 5 blocks that I have in my inventory is equivalent to 1 trillion RF. So this is the part where I'm not exactly sure what to do. Should we make it here? Oh, and by the way, I am actually not going to go for the biggest size, which is 18 by 18 by 18, because it's not symmetrical. It has to be an odd number, and that's the way it's going to be. Yeah, maybe we should make it in this chunk, which is aligned with our reactor. Yeah, that makes sense. You spend a lot of time on counting every single block and then you realize you made a mistake. That is a 2 blocks gap, that is 3. So this ball has to be moved. Yeah, I would say now it is fixed. We need more casing. Anyhow, now that it is fixed, it's not fixed. I'm really bad at counting. The problem is if you want to break one of them with your pickaxe, it's going to take a very long time. So it's easier to do it with this. So you have to go back by 2 blocks. No, you're not gonna do that. Come back. Those idiots have no idea that I invented hell. And next episode, I'm going to show it to them. I seriously hope that this time I manage to fix it. I think. And I really need a magnet. So this is the central block. 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, and 4 blocks. Okay, it is correct. And this is going to be our input. You might notice that I have 2 outputs over here. I haven't configured them, but these are going to be our outputs. And the reason for that is that quantum entangleporters do not connect to conduits. So every time I log back in, the connection is disconnected. So we're going to have one for flux points and one for a quantum entangleporter. I think it's a bug in the modpack, because in Project Ozone that does not happen. He died. Again, for those of you who don't know, you can put the induction provider anywhere that you want. But since I want to find it later on, I will put it in the center. But you can put it anywhere. Also, these guys can go anywhere. And the valid blocks that you can have inside your casing is a provider, a cell, and air. You cannot put other blocks. So I'm not exactly sure how we want to make a building for this, but the idea is... What are you doing? But the idea is that we're going to have a tower over here with cables which is going to go to our induction matrix. 1.02 trillion RF. Very good. Right now we're inputting 150,000 RF because we're consuming a lot of that, but I also reduced the fuel injection rate of that guy. Yes. Try to climb. Anyhow, we have our power generation, we have our power reserve. But I do want to make a few modifications over here so that this will be much more reliable, it will generate much more RF, and I hate you. Basically what I'm trying to say right now is that we're going to have a little bit of more technical stuff to do, and then we will move on to some adventuring. I have to move that by 1 block. So the first modification that we're going to try is a resistive heater, so that our thermal evaporation towers will work much faster. We're also going to add a few more solar neutron activators because I think we have a tritium issue. So this is the part where I'm actually not an expert of, but I think I tried it in Enigmatica 2 or Sky Factory 4. What we're going to need to do is that we're going to need another valve. We put it here, and then we're going to need thermodynamic conductors so that we can transfer the heat from the heater to the thermal evaporation tower. And where do you connect? Here. Okay. That doesn't sound right. Okay. If we provide you with RF, so power has to be provided from here? Yes, exactly. So these green ones are for RF. Good to know. So I'm guessing we can just put the heater over here, and it's facing the incorrect way, and then we're going to provide it with RF. Good. It's not consuming that much RF, it's only 40, but I think you can adjust it. So can you go to like 200? Yes, that is 400 Kelvin, and you are already at 550 Kelvin. I don't know, we go to 1000? Yes, that's much better, because the more heat that these guys have, the faster they will work. So now we're going to use our thermodynamic conductors, and we put them here, and then you should be configured to heat, and extract it, and insert it. No. Okay, I messed it up. Yes, the temperature is going down because it's being transferred. Yes, this went up to almost 700. And this guy is at 600. Okay, So it's working. And to be honest with you, for the first time, this guy is also working. This is for lithium. The question is, do the lithium guys also require a heater? We give you power, we set you to 1000 and we extract it. Yeah, the temperature for this one is also going up. Okay, that is good. So I'm not exactly sure if what I did is correct, but it sounds correct. But if you're a mechanism expert, please let me know. But just in case, I'm actually going to do it for all the thermal evaporation towers. Okay, I did it for all of them and I can see a huge improvement in production of lithium. But the problem is, I'm not sure if I need 1000 RF per tick, if I need 10,000 RF per tick for the heaters, or I need a million. So that's my problem. And over here I'm going to add 4 more solar neutron activators and fix my wiring a little bit, because we do have a tank over here as a buffer, but it never gets full. I do understand that these pipes have a huge inventory, so this guy is already like more than this tank. But I really want this to get full. So I have increased the number of solar neutron activators, I fixed the wiring a little bit, this will be covered anyway, so it's not very important. But the thing is, even though we have 7 of these guys, this guy is still not full. So I have no idea how much tritium I have in the pipes. But it is okay. In any case, the reactor is now offline because when I was doing the wiring, the fuel got cut off. So we need to reactivate it again. And luckily this time, this guy is fully charged up. And we're going to increase the fuel to 10. Let's go again. It's online. Haha, 700,000 RF is not that bad. Yeah, we're just going to keep it around 1 million RF, so it should be fine. The thing is, I have not uploaded the previous episode yet, and that is scheduled for tonight. So, I don't know if I did anything wrong. And that is a problem. Yeah, don't worry guys, I just realized my huge mistake. So, if you want to have a lot of these solar neutron activators in order to make tritium, you still need to provide them with a lot of lithium. And you get the lithium from rotary condensators. What? Anyhow, I only had 1 and now I have 7. So it should work fine. Although since I severed the connection, this could turn off again. Before we go on a very small adventure, there is one important business that we have to take care of. Our little boy, who is sleeping and doesn't really care who's attacking me, okay. Anyway, I asked you guys 2 episodes ago that what should we name him, and I got 21 suggestions. I was not expecting that, I was expecting like 2 or 3 of them, so we need to do a randomizer. So basically what I made over here is a randomizer. I'm not even sure if it's a randomizer or not. It gives you a random result, so it should be a randomizer. It's probably janky, but you know, it does its job. We have 6 in this one, 7 in this one, and 6 in this one. If I press this button, a random paper from each dropper will go into the hopper line and will go inside this dropper. And when we press this one, we will get the final name. So let us try this. We have 3 papers, that is good. And the final result is Snowy-chin. Henceforth you shall be known as Snowy-chin. Where are you? Ah, here. Okay. And you go back in your horn. So I'm very sorry that 20 of you did not get the name that you wanted, but that was the only democratic way I could think of. And you can actually see that I did not cheat. All of them are different. We're also going to go on a very small adventure because I want to make dragon steel armor for our boys. So we're going to need a lot of dragon blood. Also, we have a quest to kill 100 dragons of each type, and we're not there yet. The thing is, I also need food for myself. And the problem is I cannot carry a bajillion blood bottles and I cannot carry a blood tank because it's not very convenient. I think that gives me saturation as well. Yes, it does. Full saturation. We need hearts. This is the part where you guys should close your eyes. Yeah, I would say 26 is not that bad. Oh, and by the way, I don't mind finding a gorgon, because they are extremely rare. So which way should we go? This way, I guess. I'm flying in the rain. I just hit a tree. Is it a jungle? No. I'm just saying that flying over the ocean is not the best idea. Cause that's the only island I found. Yes, finally. A bigger island. So is this supposed to be a weaker man and you have to sacrifice someone on top? Where's the sacrifice? There's even a hatch. I blame the mod developer. Why would you include such a thing? Oh, this is the biome from Nuclear Craft. Does it have radiation? No. So we're fine. Are you sure you don't have radiation? Because I think you should. Well, at least I found a desert temple. Hello. What happened here? Spark bomb. He didn't like it. Oh! Yeah, not the wisest move. Hello, kind humans. Do you have a waypoint? Oh, it's there. I have never seen this one. What do you do? Can I touch it? Uh-oh. Is it like a fight to the death? Because that would be easy. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Anything interesting? Frostbound Amulet. Tome of Arcana. I personally think that we are approaching this the wrong way. Maybe we should go to the Twilight Forest. It would be easier to find underground dragons, right? So I was flying around and then I saw this and I was like, what the hell happened here? So apparently this was a Tinker's Island and it spawned in the Alps. Well, obviously our trip was not a disaster because I did find some dragon blood, but we need more, and we need much more. So I thought in any case I will come to the Twilight Forest and hope for the best. Oh, we have been here. Well, I did find a hollow hill and I was like, on crafting table. Or magnet. Nice. The loot in the chests are not that bad. Yes, finally. The ones which are underground give you 10 bottles of blood and the ones which are above ground give you 5 to 6. So it's not technically worth looking for these guys because the difference is not that much. Although I say that and I found another one. I take it back, this guy gave me 12. Well, I just arrived home and this guy spawned and I cannot damage him because he's adaptable. And he has a crazy knockback. We'll just put him in this. And throw him in the trash. Oh, I almost died. Okay. So if we look at the challenges, I have killed... Oh, it's sunny. Okay. Yes, as I was saying, I have killed 45 fire dragons and 12 ice. That's not good. That's like 57 out of 200. I did not manage to get enough ice dragon blood in order to make the ice dragon armor, but I think we can make the fire one. Let us see. I was already making it here. You're not working very well. It is a scientific fact that if you want your pet to listen to you at all times, you should establish dominance. So we're going to go next to him and eat a dragon flesh. Of all the armor pieces, right now we can only afford the tail. It's actually not that bad. I also got a lot of dragon steel armor from loot bags, so maybe we can smelt some of them. Yes, we have 3 chest plates. 4. I did not check. Can I even smelt them? Yes. Very slowly. Did you know that it actually takes him 1 Minecraft day in order to make 20 ingots? And in case you're wondering, the armor is quite expensive. So I thought since some of you guys are asking me for world download, at least I try to fix some of the buildings. Cause in its current form, our world is garbage. Really bad. It's falling down. There is something. It's a shining casing from Astral Sorcery. Is this new? I had no idea. I probably should get out of water. Anyhow, it's been like 2-3 hours that the previous episode has been released and it seems that what I did with mechanism was correct, according to you guys. I'm keeping the solar panels because they look cool. But otherwise, we have resistive heaters and they work. Another very important news is that our boy, Firebeard, has full armor. Finally. It took ages, and honestly speaking, it does look cool. Also, I did spend some time decorating our area over here. I planted some trees from the Twilight Forest, I added a statue, some lily pads, and you know, so on and so forth, and also a dragon skull. But Lush, that only takes like 5 minutes. What else did you do? Well, I did do a little bit more stuff, so I turned this place into a greenhouse, and I put our pixies over here, because they made a lot of noises, and I was not very happy. So I thought we can have our terrariums over here, some flower pots with saplings, and you know, later on we can add more decorations. But my biggest time sink was the base itself. I had to spend a little bit of time trying to make it a little bit more organized, so I filled in this place, I removed all the drawers from here, well most of them except this one, and also Gustavo is still here, and then I added some paintings, some nice stuff, my favorite gods, death, and liquid death. I also tried to add a little bit of facade for our machines, over here for our mechanism, over here for Ender IO, and over here for thermal expansion. And then I read about your comments about lag. So apparently, this guy is a huge cause of FPS lag. Don't know why. Also these guys. And for some reason, also this. But it seems the main reason of our lag is behind this door and I completely forgot about it. are garden cloches. So I just disconnected the ender chest and they should shut down. Another thing that I personally always suspected that is going to cause lag is this. So I'm guessing if you're not going to attune yourself to anything or you don't need the attunement alter, you just have to turn it off. So generally speaking, our world is not perfect, but it works much smoother now. And I'm very thankful. I had no idea that mod exists. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. I'm sorry that it's a bit of a shorter one and also we didn't achieve much, but next episode we shall have fun. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.